on Wednesday we were talking about like portfolio and like trying to adjust. And one, I'm still like, as we see Solana pumping, I'm a little mad that I didn't rotate out of my NFTs. You and I talked about that. I need to look at it, and I need to like
I'm
I need
gonna
to
put
downsize a little bit.
I'm gonna put time in your calendar. We're gonna do
I
it.
know. I know. Well, I took the first step. So I purchased Lighthouse One, which is I like of all of the portfolio managers that I have used, that one is my favorite. And
Okay.
in doing that and going through my wallets, I found my old Boop wallet. I had like 15 grand sitting in Radium on that one.
Oh,
So I just like hot swapped that over to Pump a couple days ago. But like, so now like, that's just to say that now I have like a full portfolio overview. I can see my idle capital. I can like actually do this stuff. So I'm gonna start doing my assessment, and I want to like, yeah, I want to shuffle some stuff around. So like to say like what I'm looking at, I'm still in this revenue meta stuff. I think we called it pretty well on the Wednesday show of like the discrepancy between pump and hype. I saw a lot of people like start drumming that up even harder after we had mentioned that, and I put out a little tweet about it. So yeah, I'm just like, I've even like, even on the TradFi side, like I'm actually very happy about these DATs and the ETFs, because I have a lot of money locked up in an IRA that I cannot bring on chain. Like it's like a lot.
yeah.
So I have to deploy that to stocks. So one, I don't know if you guys saw like the Hood announcements, like they're doing like a Hood social. I think we talked about that a little bit on Wednesday. Maybe I think I alluded to it. So they're doing that, and that Hype D bag that I talked about, the hyperliquid DAT, that I was like, dude, I got undercut by this thing. What are these guys doing? Whatever. And I questioned at one point, like, do I deploy into this thing? Because I feel like it's underneath MNAV, which it was. It was at like 50%. Thing has spiked hard the last like 4 days. It's basically back to where it was. So,
Nice.
and I question if I should deploy into it, if I was crazy or if it was crazy, and I would do research. I didn't get the chance to do the research, but it's now back to where it was. MNAV's back to about 1, which means I'm an idiot and I had a chance to buy 50% discounted
50%. Yeah.
hype. Yeah.
All right.
So that's not great.
One question here, Brad, because you mentioned the stock side of things, which we have kind of suggested there's going to be a huge merge here, right, between stocks
Yeah.
and crypto, and everything's going to be investable and everything's going to be on chain, and all
Yep.
of these things are going to be better options for us or easily accessible.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned Robinhood, and
Yeah.
we've also spoken about Coinbase a lot on the show. I believe if it wasn't
I
you, it
changed
was
my
someone
ratio.
else.
It was me. I did the pivot.
Yeah. Talk me through, because this is something I've considering. I was holding Coinbase, but then on a trade, I went into SBET instead. I'm not a
Yeah.
big stocks guy in general, but like talk us through your thinking for Robinhood over Coinbase and just like the exchange trading game on the stock side.
We meant to cover it on the show whenever we were talking about Hood. Was it Hood or was it Circle? Oh no, it was the Hype D shit. It was on the Hype D. We were meant to like bleed into it because I did a Hood coin swap on it. So with the Hype D stablecoin talk, right? Circle has about 7% of its total supply on Hyperliquid, right? It's locked up and collecting interest. So whenever you see this, and you see stuff like the Mega ETH announcement, right? We're announcing our own stablecoin. We don't plan to integrate USDC, or we're going to actively try to like eat into this. And now Mert on Solana is like, we should enshrine a stablecoin, basically saying they should do what we just announced we're doing, right? So now, because it has been so lucrative for these stablecoin providers, everyone is looking at this and going, all right, we're going to eat it. We want to internalize this shit, right? So
Yeah.
because Tether and Circle were never bringing that stuff in. So anyways, broadly, just understand that the market itself is trying to go after the revenue directly. Hyperliquid being the key example against Circle. And we're heading into a inflationary environment, which means that like T-bill return is getting compressed, which is basically 100% of what Circle is earning on that. So Circle is losing arguably its largest provider in Hyperliquid growth vertical. It is one-dimensional in how it earns earns on the capital that it possesses, right? The actual thing is going down.
Yes.
So like I just saw the broad trends of stablecoins as being an attack vector. Circle itself is is being attacked and not innovating, and it's kind of bloated and like all this shit. It's losing its regulatory arbitrage against Tether in America because the head of whatever,
Yes.
Bo Hines, is joining Tether. So it's like it's getting attacked from literally every angle. Coinbase earns 50% of Circle's revenue, and it's like one of its most promising things. People are like, you'll buy Coinbase as an index against stablecoins. It's like got that. Market hasn't totally woken up to it, but like that's one of its bull cases. And then you have like all the other things that are going on with Coinbase. It's kind of just like floundering. Is that like, I don't know. It's got some institutional ties, but like whatever. And then you have Hood. Hood's launching an L2. It's going after perps. It's integrating prediction markets. I am a big believer in, like, I've recently just switched basically all of my investments over to Robinhood because they're offering some like 2% bonus, right? So like I can get 2% bonus against my entire IRA, right? As long as I keep it in there for a year or whatever it was. It's like, great, I'll take that. Couple, like, tens of thousands of dollars. So I did all that stuff. And as someone who has done this in the past, right? I was a consultant. So I went from business to business to business, and I had to constantly change 401ks, IRAs,
Mm,
whatever, from the local provider to a one that I could manage. And it was a pain in the dick, right? Some of them you have to even send fucking letters to. It's so archaic and old and
yeah,
busted, right? So whether it's Vanguard or Schwab or whatever, they all suck, right? And they're like generally just not great UI UX because they're a little older, super financial.
sure.
So if we believe Robinhood is capturing the youths of the world, if we believe Robinhood is the better UI UX, which is continuing to be the thing that is like what determines where a lot of these people go, and the one-click swap from all of my IRA over to Robinhood, 5 seconds to get it done. Amazing options, 401ks, everything. And if we think old people are dying, which I firmly believe old people are dying, that money is going to go to young people. Young people are then going to one-click swap to merge all their shit into one platform, which they're already established on Robinhood. Robinhood will continue to just black hole a lot of this stuff as people get old and die, and they eat up the younger customer base, especially as they like are on the vanguard of a lot of these like first things. So that was for me. I was probably like 70-30 ish coin, and like my portfolio is like largely this shit. It's all Web3 companies, and like, it's a big one, but it's like Coinbase options, Robinhood. Now it's exposure to Hype D, and that's about it. I'm gonna get exposure to ENA through stablecoin X whenever that goes public.
Mm,
But that's basically all of it. I'm very concentrated in this industry. But I'm changing the ratio now. Like that's my thesis. I think Coinbase is like not like, even if they are on the institutional side, I think Robinhood growth is going to be the one to take place. So like I want to be there. So I changed the ratio.